Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Time to see who really is the true Pirate King. Las Vegas Raiders, who come in a little like Captain Jack after a night at the Clam with Peter and the boys.
Drops it. Flag is thrown up.
I'm not sure Jackson Powers Johnson what made him think to snap that ball.
Or the Buccaneers from Tampa Bay, even up in the win column again in more ways than one.
The Buccaneer takeaway gives the Bucs the chance to take away this win. It's up and through, and the Bucs pull it out in overtime in Carolina.
Tampa Bay only has one team left on their schedule with a plus 500 record right now. Even if it was close, Bucs put up 26 points versus Carolina last week, so they've been good for 24 plus points in 8 of their last 9.
Back to Irving, has a hole, Bucky Irving's in the end zone! A Buccaneer touchdown!
Raiders defense they fire their cannons at enters off one of its better games. Vegas held Kansas City to 19 points, 1 for 5 in the red zone. Marked improvement compared to their season numbers.
Going deep. Incomplete.
Secondary played the pass better than usual week 13, gave up a lot of yards, but held Patrick Mahomes to a sub-90 rate under 7 yards per attempt.
Mahomes fires, and that's tipped and incomplete. Covered there by Jack Jones.
They don't get Baker Mayfield off one of his better games. 2 interceptions, a sub-70 rate.
Mayfield is going to throw, and it's intercepted. Another takeaway.
He took 4 sacks, hadn't taken more than 3 in a game since week 3.
Mayfield, and he's going to be sacked. Oh, that's a big sack.
Raiders pass rush, which is usually a one-man show, 5 sacks last week. Max Crosby had one of them, has 7.5 for the year.
Mahomes pressured and sacked.
Mike Evans, the star of Tampa's pass game a week ago, 118 yards, one-handed TD.
High, one-handed, hold in, and that's a touchdown for Mike Evans.
Sterling Shepard also chipped in 42 yards in their win.
Shepard has it, blockers in front, and Sterling Shepard.
Cade Otton, 20 yards under 40, 3 straight. Bucky Irving, 33 receiving yards. Irving covered Baker's subpar outing, 6.1 yards per carry, 150-plus rush yards, a TD. He's getting better and better by the week.
Irving with Horn chasing, and J.C. Horn finally brings him down around the 10-yard line.
And they had Rachaad White go for 76 yards on 6.9 a pop.
Rachaad White shakes loose. White down the sideline around the 10-yard line and out of bounds.
Buccaneers defense also comes in off a solid outing, held Carolina to 23, under 24 points now 3 straight games.
Miami is on it, and Tampa Bay with their first takeaway. Anthony Nelson is the one who knocked that ball loose.
Vegas's offense last week, 17 points versus Kansas City, 3 for 12 on 3rd down. They haven't been good on either front all year.
Over the middle, the pressure was put on and the pass is incomplete.
Aiden O'Connell does come in off a nice showing though, 310-plus yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, a rating over 115 in his 3rd start of the season.
Throws into traffic, and somehow, someway, he comes up with that one, does Jacoby Myers.
He takes on a Bucs secondary that gave up 285-plus yards to Bryce Young, let him put them in a spot to maybe win it.
And a one-handed catch from Adam Thielen.
They also held him to a low 80s rate though, so it wasn't all bad.
Knocked away from Leggett. Good defensive play by Zion McCollum.
They get to see what Brock Bowers is all about. 140 yards, 10 catches, a touchdown versus the Chiefs, 880-plus yards for the year now.
Stepping up, going deep, has a man, caught, into the end zone, touchdown, Brock Bowers.
Jacoby Myers, 95-plus yards, 3 of his last 4, went for 97 versus Kansas City.
O'Connell to Jacoby Myers, all the way downfield. Check this one out.
Trey Tucker, 55-plus yards back-to-back weeks after going for 58 and a TD week 13.
And into the end zone, Trey Tucker.
O'Connell was sacked 3 times. Only a couple teams have allowed more this year.
Breaks away. Down he goes at the 9-yard line.
Tampa Bay is fringe top 10 in sacks, had a solid 38% pressure rate versus Carolina. Only 1 bag, but 11 QB hits.
That's not even a blitz. This is just, I'm better than you, and I'm going to show you right now.
Raiders ground game. Amir Abdullah, week 13, 39 yards, 3.9 a run. Sincere McCormick, 5.3 a carry for 64 yards. He's been efficient with his carries the last 2 weeks.
Slipping to the outside, trying to get around the corner. And he does. Nice game.
Yes, they played in the Super Bowl once, but how about their 1999 meeting? This is a playoff-bound Buccaneers squad against a Raiders bunch that would finish 500. Holy bajoli. Oakland's Napoleon Kaufman, 122 rush yards, 2 TDs. Tyrone Wheatley, 110-plus yards, 2 touchdowns. 45-0, Gruden's boys shut out Dungy's dudes. Maybe the seed that led to Chucky coming over a few years later.
Pouring out to block. Kaufman's going to go the